Hi friends, welcome to the KIE channel. As part of today's session, I'm going to cover how to create the data object within the Business Central and how to create the variables underneath of it. So for that, I'm going to take an example like an employee object and how to utilize within the script task and how to give it as a process level variable and how to print the employee level details also like ID and name, as well as how to add the dependency other than through the external instead of creating within the Business Central, how to get it from the external as a Maven dependency. That part also I'm going to cover. So please subscribe to the channel for more latest videos on the jBPM. Let us jump ahead and start creating the project. Just click on the add project. I'll be creating a print DTO project. So there will be configurations like a group ID and artifact ID. Just click on add. So the print DTO project got created. Let us go ahead and add an asset. So what I'll be doing, like I'll be creating one data object and I'll give the data object name as employee, and I'll choose the package name as com and this KIE space and print DTO. And if you want to persist into the database, you can check this as a persistable. As of now, I'm not selecting it. Just click on OK. So once you click on that one, there is a section will appear where you can add the fields and you can select what type of identifier and what the label name should appear and what type of field it is. So go ahead and add a field. I'll be selecting ID, and my ID should be like you have a number of options like big decimal, big integer and integer, as well as long, everything you can choose. For now, for this video perspective, I'm selecting as a string, and there are options. If you want to if you are satisfied with the field, you can just click on create. Other than that, you want to add another field, you can click create and continue. I'll be adding another name also. Just enter the name, and this is also string type. Just select the string and just these two fields are suffice for me, so I'm clicking on the create. Now just save the details. So if you go to the source also, it is nothing but a Java object which is implementing the serializable, and whatever the fields we have given, this is the ID and name. For reference perspective, I am copying this package name and I'm saving it in the notepad. So this was the object I have created within the Business Central. So next, go to the project, and now what I'm going to do, like I'll be creating a business process which will print this employee related details like ID and name. So the process name is print employee details. So the package name I'm going to choose com KIE space NDTO. Just click on OK. And now the designer panel will appear. I'll just select the star and I'll select the script task to print the employee details. Now this plain script task is ready, right? And if I want have to add this employee, I need to go to this process data and I need to click on this add button and I need to select the data type. So this was the data type. So there we have created the data object, right? So it will be appearing in the data types. So I am assigning a name to it, and there will be a tag section, like you can assign a tag to that so that you can utilize with this name in your K context. K context is nothing but uh, for your entire business process, it will hold the variables. So I'll be giving a custom name for it. So whatever the name I have given, right, the same name I'm going to put it here. Just select it, the tick mark, and close this one, and select the script task and go for the implementation. So what I'll be doing, like, I'm going to just print the employee name over here. Print employee name, and just select system.out. What I'll be doing, for better understanding, I'll write the code in the notepad. I just close this server.log. It is refreshing every time. So this was the package name. What I'll be doing, like, emp local, and again I'm giving the fully qualified package name, and from the K context, so this is the API you have to use to get the variable from the K context. So we are creating a process level variable with the emp name, so use the same name. So whatever the name we are giving in the process level variable, right, that variable name only I am using in the code also. Then just add a system.out.println, and I'm printing like employee name is emp local dot get name. So this was the method present within the DTO, right? Data object, whatever we have created. Just copy these two lines and paste it in the script task of the print employee name. So this is fine. Now let us go ahead and save this one. See, validation is successful, and now let us go ahead, save the data object as well. Now close this one. What I'll be doing, like, first build this one for any syntax kind of errors or validation errors. There are no errors such. Just go ahead and deploy this project. Yeah, the deployment has been done. Now go to the process definition, and this was the print external DTO. So this is the project which I have created. One minute. For not confusion, what I'll be doing, like, I'll be removing this script task project. Okay. Now let us go ahead to the process definitions. So this is the process we have created. Just go to this one, just close this one, and this is the diagram for that one. Just start the new process instance. See, whatever the employee details you have given in the process level variable, right, that is coming over here. You can give any name. Just I'm giving welcome KIE channel. I'm giving an ID as 1. Okay, just submit it. So the process 10 is started, and the same whatever the console we have written, right, employee name is welcome KIE channel, that got printed successfully. That means whatever the object we have created within the business center, right, that object we have utilized within our process, and that employee object we have utilized within our project, and we have given some values to the employee object, and we are utilizing within our process. The same thing in your real in your application. from some other integration system, you are going to receive your custom object. It might be an employee, or it might be an insurance object, or it might be your banking object, whatever it may be. According to your requirement, you will receive that object and you will process within the BPMN. So this is one way of creating the data object. The other way I will show you. Just jump to the Eclipse. Here I am using the Eclipse latest version. So you can also just go to the Eclipse site and you can download the latest version. What I will be doing is I'll be creating a Maven project. I'll be selecting the create sample one, and I'll giving like I'm giving an artifact ID as employee detail artifact ID. Just click on finish and change the default to JDK. I have changed it, and here I can create a project package. So I'll be giving com dot KIE channel dot DTO. So this is the package name I'm preferring. Just click on finish and create a new class name. I'm using like employee only. So now what I'll be doing, like whatever the steps we have followed in the business center, right? The same steps we are going to follow here. I'm going to implement the serializable. Just 1 minute. Okay. And I'll be adding this real version ID. I'm doing private string and private string ID and name both, and I'm going to add the get a status for both ID and name. Just click on generate. It will generate the getter status for you. Just go ahead and build this project so that a kjar will be a particular Maven jar will be available with that particular DTO. Yes, finance Maven install. Let it build. Now the build is successful. So if you go to the target, a particular jar is generated successfully. So now I have created a jar. So how the jar is understood by this business central? For that, there is a repository business central will maintain. We can upload that uh, artifact into this project. So what I'll be doing, like I'll upload the select the jar where it is located. Employee DTO jar and go to the artifact upload path, enter the path and upload the jar. So the employee DTO jar has been uploaded successfully. So now what I'll be doing, like I'll close this part and I'll go to the projects, KIE project. Under the print DTO is the project, and if I go here, there is a settings, and here there is an option to give the dependency for your project. So there are two options. If you click on this add dependency, you have to give the manually give the group ID, artifact ID and version. Whereas if I have already uploaded to the repository, right? So what I'll be doing, like, I'll be selecting that jar directly employee DTO, and I'll be saving that one. Just save it. I don't want to enter any comments. Save as it is. Employee DTO is saved successfully. So now what I'll be doing is, so till now we used to print employee object details uh, which was present within the business central. Now the employee data object is outside of the business central. So to have the difference, I'll be creating another business process. Select print external DTO details. So select the package and click on OK. Now just select the start and select the script task. And just end it. In the previous DPMN, we have chosen the data type as the print DTO one. So that was the within the business central. Now I am picking up the employee object. This was the external object which we have created. Select this one. I'm giving the employee and tag also, like I'm using the custom tag, and I'm giving EMP. Just select it and close this one. And now within this class I'll be doing like print external employee. Yeah, that is fine. Now what I'll be doing is, within the script task we need to add the print related logic, right? So for that one, just get the package name of this class and emp local, and this one also we will be getting from the k context and k context and get variable, and we have given emp as the tag name, right? So the same tag name I'm using here, and just in this is out. And the employee name will be emp local dot get name. So we have given the ID and name for the external DTO also, right? So those fields I'm utilizing within the this one, add it in the script task, just save this one. So validation is success, so there are no syntax errors. So now what I will be doing, right? There is an already deployment is running, right? So to uninstall, like stop any deployment, you want to click on the stop, and to remove any particular container, you have to click on that remove. That will be removed. Just go to the projects. This is the project. Print DTO is the project we have selected, right? Now build this project. There are no issues. Build is successful. Now let's go ahead and deploy this one. Yeah, build is also successful and deployment is also successful. Once the deployment is successful, we can go to the process definitions, and this is the print external DTO or BPMN which we have created, right? Go to the diagram. So this is will be printing the external DTO. Just click on new process instance, and this one I'm going to give the name as welcome external data. I will be giving some ID as 3 or something. Just click on submit. So it got started, and within the console the external data object got printed. So if you go to the diagram also, it will be showing start, and it has printed the external object related details, and it has stopped the process. So from this, guys, I'll briefly explain once again. So what we have done today, we have created data objects in two ways. One is within the business central, and another one is outside of the business central as a Maven project dependency. So in the first scenario, we have utilized the within the business central data object, and we have printed the employee related details. What was the employee name? And the same way, we have utilized the external DTO by importing that artifact into the repository and consuming it as a dependency within the project. So that also we have utilized. So in both the ways, according to your requirement, you can choose the feasibilities. If you want a common DTO across your business, so if you can go for the external DTO. So that's it from my side, guys. Thank you all.